Test, 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 test. Test, test. Test, 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 test. Test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test.
It's just beautiful, isn't it?
And eating lots of food.
Oh my god, that might be the best thing I've ever eaten. I'm not joking.
I've been driving around a lot and not looking at the road.
Sometimes this is the only way that you can see the best of Britain.
And I've also been walking about.
Sometimes walking is the only way you can see the best of Britain.
And I've also been abroad doing all sorts of expensive things that you could never afford to do. I'll be learning more about the country in which I grew up.
Tree.
And the countries I didn't grow up in. All the while wearing shirts that are tucked too tightly into my jeans. Because I am a famous white middle-aged man and I can make whatever tedious programs I want.
This is stunning.
So join me on a journey. Or don't. You know, whatever, I don't really care. I always get recommissioned anyway. As I travel around again.
Test, mute, off. Test, mute, off. This is a test sentence with the mute currently off. This is a test sentence with the mute currently on. Test level 100. Test level 100. Test desktop audio level 37. Microphone audio full. SteelSeries microphone level 100. Test desktop audio level 37. Microphone audio full. SteelSeries microphone level 100. Test desktop audio level 37. Microphone audio full. SteelSeries microphone level 100. Testing sentence with game audio on, clicking now, and clicking level 100, AI noise cancelling 100, and game audio 37. Testing sentence on, clicking now, and clicking level 100, AI noise cancelling 100, and game audio 37. Testing sentence on, clicking now, and clicking level 100. Testing microphone audio bleed 1, 2, 3, clicking now. And clicking AI noise cancellation max, microphone levels both max, audio levels 37. Test. 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 Testing. 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 Test 1, 2, 3. 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 Test, test, clap now, clap now, test, 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 test. out, clap. Test, test, clap now, test, 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 test.
Going to perhaps put it down. Now this point. Stick all axis sideways. Won't be in the mixture and propeller. "737. Give it an appropriate name and then click OK. The new profile that you've created should be showing as the active profile. The next step is to clean up this profile and get rid of the things we don't want. With a filter on assigned, let's head to Power Management. Click on that. This is a jet, so we don't need mixture or prop. We need to delete these items. So starting at the top and working down, mixture 2 access, click in the box. We're going to clear current input and then validate. And it's gone. Click in the box again for the second item, clear current input and validate. Go ahead and do this for all windings mapped in the mixture and propeller categories. Remaining under Power Management, let's go to Throttle. And here we're going to get rid of Throttle 2 decrease and Throttle 1 decrease. Go ahead and do that. Do not delete the Throttle 1 and Throttle 2 access assignments. Won't be deleted the decrease and Throttle 1. Remaining under Power Management, let's go to Throttle. And here we're going to get rid of Throttle 2 decrease and Throttle 1 decrease. Go ahead and do that. Do not delete. The Throttle 1 and Throttle 2 access assignments. Won't be deleting these, we'll be changing them. Remember, this is a copy of the default config. We'll need to change which access controls which engine. Currently, engine 1 is on axis 1, and we'll need to change it to axis 3, which is where our Throttle 1 lever is now. We'll start with Throttle 2 as it's at the top. Click in the box. When we do, the assignment will disappear and it's waiting for input. Move Throttle 2 through its full axis. Joystick on, axis 1 is recorded and validated. Now let's do the same for Throttle 1. Click in the box so it starts scanning. Move Throttle 1 through the full axis. Joystick R, axis Zulu, and validate. We can now do a quick check by moving the throttles and making sure they're moving through the axis as expected. And they are. That all looks good. Let's move on. Time to set up our reversers. Our filter on the right-hand menu is currently set to assigned. Change that to all. The reversers on the bowing are the small white handles attached to the throttles. With the filter on assigned and And in the throttle category, scroll down till you find throttle 1 decrease. There it is. You know what to do now. Click in the box, then click in the start scanning box. Be careful not to move the throttle axis. Throttle 1 reverser, we move it through the full range, up and down. Joystick button 10, that's correct, and validate. We're not done with throttle 1 yet. When we pull the lever up, it will go into reverse, and when we push the lever down, we want it to go to idle. We do this by selecting throttle 1 cut. Select that. Now for an important step, change the action type to on release. Default is on press. Start scanning. We're going to move the same lever, joystick button 10 through its full range. We get a warning this is already assigned, but we know that. We're happy with that. We can validate. There's a bug in this configurator. Go back to the throttle 1 cut and you'll see it's on press. Change it again to on release. For on release, you always have to do it twice. Validate again, and we should be good to go, but it's worth a check. Throttle 1 decrease on press. That's right. Throttle 1 cut on release. Validate. We're happy. Always check. Now scroll up to throttle 2. And we're looking for throttle 2 decrease. Decrease is on press. Move the lever through the full range. Joystick button 11 and again validate. Once we've done that, just below is throttle 2 cut. Change it to on release. Scan once again and then move the lever and validate. The expected warning message comes up. That's okay. We can validate, but we know the on press would not have held due to the bug. Go back, change it to on release and validate. And once again, a quick check. Throttle 2 decrease on press. Throttle 2 cut on release. That's right. We're good to go. One last action to complete our throttle setting. The filter on all, collapse all the menus, then choose autopilot and then scroll all the way down. It's a big menu. We're looking for auto throttle to GA. Go around. This is on. Open button. Select the box. Start scanning. And we're going to press the small red toga button on our throttle 1. And it should come up as joystick button 30. Validate. Toga set. You can give that a quick test. That's working fine. Validate. And we're going to press the small red. We're looking for auto throttle setup. With the filter on all, collapse all the menus, then choose autopilot and then scroll all the way down. It's a big menu. We're looking for auto throttle to GA. Go around. This is on toga button. Select the box, start scanning, and we're going to press the small red toga button on our throttle 1. And it should come up as joystick button 30. Validate, toga set. We can give that a quick test. That's working fine. The throttle is now done. Time to set up our air brake or spoiler. Let's collapse all our menus again. And once again, make sure that the filter remains on all. The easiest way to find it is in the search by name box. Let's type in spoiler. There it is, and we're looking for spoiler axis. Select that, start scanning, and then move the air brake or spoiler through the full axis. Joystick L, axis Y. We can now validate. and do a test to make sure it's working. Please note, do not use spoiler axis 0 to 100%. It won't work with the Boeing 737. Back to our search by name and time to set up our flaps. Type in flaps, and we're looking for flap axis. Select that. Don't choose the 0 to 100% option. Once the configurator is scanning, we're going to move the flap lever through the whole axis, joystick L, axis Z, and once again we can validate. And we're done on the flaps, quick and easy. Collapse the menus again, make it easier to find what we're looking for. And the next item on our agenda is the gear. Select the bottom item in the menu, landing gear, and it'll open up this sub-menu.
Test, test, test. Okay, final test stream. I am going to actually look up how much fuel for 45 minutes in the Boeing 737-800. How much fuel will last me 45 minutes in a Boeing 737-800 BCF at max weight? One 1875. So what's 1/3? 1/3 is that. 1875. Let's test this theory. Level is 9%. Can you check on the web to verify those numbers, please? Can you check on the web to verify those numbers, please? And I'm actually going to start the ATC client as well. Oh, get it wrong. 2413. Let's just say 2450. About 12%. And the payload, we're going to go set max. Doors, I'm going to close that door, and then I'm going to get rid of the ground power. Also going to release the chocks and get rid of the air stairs. Oh, the stairs are leaving. Cool. Alright. Hopefully our ATC client it's got an update. Let's see. Do that update. There we go. Let it figure things out. Gallatin Field. I don't think that's where we are, but Gallatin Field, is that where we are? Doesn't matter, let's go to ATIS 135, 425. 135. 425. Put 135425. And let's listen to that. Maybe.
NC on initial contact, you have information Romeo. Gallatin Field, information Romeo. 1056 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10.
Temperature 9, dew point 4, altimeter 3005.
Temperature
33 and 11 right. 33 and 11. Set the altimeter actually.
Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions.
So we'll go to clearance, information Romeo.
You have information Romeo.
I actually need a
Gallatin Field,
pad.
information Romeo.
Limiting pad.
056 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky conditions,
Oh.
clear.
I forgot to turn the.
Dew point 4. Altimeter 3005.
Let's shut him off.
Arriving.
The GPS. Crap. Okay, so we are somewhere. I don't actually know where we are. Roseman, I think we were. What's the ICAO code for Bozeman Airport? Bozeman Yellowstone is Kilo Bravo Zulu November BZM. And we've got altimeter 3005, I think. And information Romeo. Into IRS position. Let's do that now. Kilo Bravo Zulu November. Kilo Bravo Zulu November is our origin. Our departure. I don't know, let's ask. I think I would prefer. Oh man, I forget what. It was 11. Yeah, I think we want departure to the south because I think we're at the north of the airport. So for the clearance, we will check clearance. Tower 1182. Tower 1182. Let's tune that. I think it's Gallatin Field. Tower, this is Stream Team 24 requesting a departure to the south. Have information Romeo. Open up to respond.
Stream Team 24, Gallatin Tower, Gallatin Field, information Romeo, 1056 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky conditions clear, temperature 9er, dew point 4, altimeter 3005, arriving and departing runways 30311 right, visual approaches in use, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested, read back all runway and hold short instructions, advise on initial contact, you have information Romeo.
That was just the ATIS. Thanks for that. Requesting a clearance for departure to the south, VFR, Stream Team 24.
Stream Team 24, say again your request.
Stream Team 24, do I have clearance for a departure to the south? While that's happening, let's just do the rest of this. Fasten seatbelts, lights are on, no smoking sounds on, emergency exit lights are on, let's go, window heat on, your damper on, packs, blah blah blah, that's all good. Okay, so we're loaded up. We have our fuel, we have our cargo. Oil quantity looks good. Let's check the hydraulic fluid quantity.
Skyline 422 Alpha Mike, extend upwind. I will call your crosswind.
I remember how to do it. Hydraulic quantity 92% as well, so that's good. And now let's go to the FS actions. Push back. Standard left, nose to the right. Chocks. Oh no, we don't want chocks. Select tug. Push back start.
Go ahead. We've been cleared for pushback and start, tail straight out.
That's not what I asked for.
Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Release the brakes, please.
Parking brakes released. That should be
Brakes
down.
released.
RTO. Let's try this again. Gallatin Tower, this is Stream Team 24, requesting runway number for departure to the south.
Stream Team 24, runway 11 right.
Runway 11 right for Stream Team 24. Alright, let's tune ground 121.8. 121.8. We're going to go off the back here, are we? No, good. What does that say? What does it say? 121.8. 121.8. Stream Team 24 requesting taxi to runway 11 right.
Complete. Parking brake, please.
Parking brake.
Brake set.
Stream Team 24, Gallatin ground, runway 11 right, taxi via Alpha, contact tower on 118.2 when ready for
Steering pin
departure.
is pulled. Watch for the salute. Release from guidance on your right. Have a good flight.
Stream Team 24 taxi to 11 right via Alpha. Contact tower on 112 when ready. KBZM, let's check the charts. KBZM. KBZM.
Cherokee Tree 15 X-ray, Papa, give way to the Embraer on your left, then continue taxi via taxiway Bravo. Giving way to the Embraer, continuing taxi via Bravo, Cherokee Tree 15 X-ray, Papa.
KBZM. Do we have? Oh yeah, we do. Alpha. All right, Alpha. Oh man, they've given us like a tiny runway. The runway is pretty small. Yeah, that runway's not long enough for us. So I think we need runway 12. Tower, or ground, sorry, this is Stream Team 24 requesting runway change to runway 12.
Stream Team 24, Gallatin ground, runway 11 right, taxi via Alpha, contact tower on 118.2 when ready for departure.
Stream Team 24 requesting runway change to runway 12.
Stream Team 24, Gallatin ground, runway 11 right, taxi via Alpha, contact tower on 118.2 when ready for departure.
Stream Team 24 copy. You know what? I think the it is runway 11 right. They give me that I also want, because there is no runway 11 right. I think it's just misaligned runways. So don't really have a squawk code. Stream Team 24 requesting squawk code. I'll do that. Let's go to start the engines up.
Stream Team 24, Gallatin tower, runway 11 right.
Copy, requesting a squawk code. Stream Team 24.
Stream Team 24, say again your request.
What is my squawk code? Run Stream Team 24. Runway 12. No departure. Go to that out. One reserve. Best index 40. Altitude 1200. That was the engine just started up, so I'll start this one. Go back. It's there. Don't know what cruise wind is. Transition altitude is 1800 in America. Wait for that thing to start. Turn that one on. Then we'll do performance. We'll go takeoff. Is KBZN, KBZN. Bozeman, runway 12. Import from aircraft, import the weather, calculate. Rating TO, cell temp 47. 47. Flaps 5. EG is that, 24%. Flaps 5, yep. Now we'll take those V speeds. And we're good. Ready to taxi. Ready to taxi. Now we'll just go through the checklist. I think this is my checklist. Let's make sure that I'm still audible. Yep, looks like it. To try to test one of these thingos. I think that works. Clear. Okay. Taxi lights are on. Auto brake is set to RTO, which it is. Engine start, fuel pumps on, packs off. Turn them back on. Do we need to do all this stuff? So turn the packs on, turn the engine leads on, and then switch over the generators, turn the APU off. Third heat is on. Hydraulics on. Reset fans auto flaps as required, which is 5. Elevator trim as required, which is, what is it? 4.63. Check that out. 163, spot on. And we have APU and APU bleed is off, laps as required, LHR as required, done. Check. Flight controls free. And we are. Oops, I just screwed it. The rocket rate as well. All throttles. Right, all nav and VNav on. All throttle are warning report. Right, report check. Auto throttle on. Flight directors go on. LNav. VNav. Can we lock heading select? Go LNav down. Right, let's just go heading select. And we'll go to 120 and start taxiing now. The parking brakes are off. Yep. Spoilers are off. Starting to roll now. And a quick look around. Altimeter is correct. TCAS is traffic's off. Let's turn the terrain on when we get to the threshold. Right, relatively short taxi. Just looking around to see what else we need to do. I'm going to turn this up to V-speed plus 20. Let's just put it to 170. This is the autopilot speed. Autopilot heading set to runway heading, which should be 120, matching with the number of runway 12. Our altitude is 10,000 rather. 10,000 feet, flight level 100, which is where we are going to make our decision on where to land next. 400 feet, we'll put the autopilot on. Reset that clock. Stop it. Time is 14. It's usually the time. TC. Alright. I think we reset the clock. Time. Zulu. That is 8. Alright. Redeparture. Fuel flow. Reset, then rate. V-speeds check. Do we have V-speeds? MCP, nav radios, blah blah blah, check. And we need to go to 1182, which I think we're already on, but let's just stop here at the threshold. Set parking brake. We are on 1182. Stream team 24, requesting clearance for departure, holding short runway 11 right. Let me go reset, and then
Stream team 24, wind calm, runway 11 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 11 right, stream team 24. Parking brakes off. Roll forward. Then we have
runway 11 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, stream team 24. Alright, let's turn that on. Turn the landing lights on. Anti-collision lights on. Strobe position lights on. Engine starts continuous. Transponder. Traffic clock. Traffic. Terrain. Traffic terrain. Transponder. And I think we're okay. Alright, we're gonna spool up now to around about there. Get that stabilized.
knots.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Flaps up a little bit.
Good morning, Matthew. We're currently flying at 417 heading 123. The altimeter setting for Bozeman is 3003. If you need to request taxi instructions upon landing, you would contact ground on 121.8 and say something like, Gallatin ground, stream team 24, request taxi to the gate.
Okay, I'm going to change that over to the tour guide. Tour guide Janet. Cool. Also going to turn Janet up a little bit. We turn COM 1 and 2 up a little bit as well. Headset, gaming, yep, microphone is test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3.
Bonanza 64 Foxtrot Alpha 2, turn left, heading 180, contact departure.
Left to 180, contacting departure Bonanza 64 Foxtrot Alpha 2.
Gallatin Tower, radio check.
Stream Team 24 Gallatin Tower, go ahead.
That's right. 132.4 is the... Actually, we should have contacted departures, but whatever. So we got 132.4 is the 32.4 is the center Waterfall Airport. Waterfall Airport, this is Stream Team 24, tracking to the southeast of Gallatin Airport, requesting flight tracking. Is it flight tracking?
Stream Team 24, Salt Lake Center. Good morning, Bozeman altimeter 29907.
Good morning, altimeter 29907, Stream Team 24. Good with the terrain. Oops. What's happening here?
Salt Lake Center, say your request.
No request, disregard. What is happening here? Did we run out of fuel?
Delta 246 climb and maintain flight level 320. Climbing to flight level 320.
297, it said. How do we go up that high? Why would level change? So many questions. And why are we going so slow? Oh, it's because I... know what happened. Alright, anyway, let's look for an airport. KLVM, let's look at that one. KLVM, I think it was KLVM. Mission in Livingston, in the United States. Elevation, longest runways 57. Yeah, a little bit too short. KCOD, KDub. KDub sounds kind of fun. In Dubois. Longest runway 6,000 south, 6,700 feet. So let's go there. KDub. Let's do a new fix actually. KDub. And what do I want? Dubois. We probably want runway, I guess 11. So we need to check the weather there. So maybe let's go runway, I don't know, let's go over there. Oh, we're about to hit some, very tall mountains. Very tall mountains. I think actually we need to climb. Okay.
Alaska 709, clear direct to waypoint Bravo Romeo India.
And we're also going to set our heading for that
Bravo, Romeo,
airport.
India, Alaska 709.
Center, Stream Team 24, request landing at Dubois Airport.
Stream Team 24, contact Bozeman Tower on 118.2 for landing clearance.
Stream Team 24, contact Bozeman for landing clearance. No, I'm not going to do that. Right, so this can't be right. It's incredibly windy. Winds 280 at 29 knots, gusting to 45 knots. That's incredibly windy. But I don't know. Let's draw a line out with this radial 110. Cool. Alright. So what I want to do is try to figure out if I'm at 10,000 feet and I want to descend at like, I don't know, 1,000 feet a minute, when should I actually start descending? If I'm going like, I don't know, 250 knots. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT that. If I'm traveling at 250 knots and I'm at 10,000 feet and I have to get to 0 feet, what distance in nautical miles should I start my descent if I want to have a descent rate of 1,000 feet per minute?
Matthew, if you look at our 9 o'clock, about 22 miles out, you'll see the
Janet's
Natural
talking.
Bridge Falls picnic area. It's a fascinating place where water has eroded the rock over time to create a natural bridge. It's like nature's way of saying, I can do architecture too, you know? My friend Toby once tried to impress a date there by pretending to be a geologist. He ended up falling into the water and losing his trousers. Speaking of spectacles, your flying is almost as entertaining, but in a different way.
Cool. Thanks, Janet. 41 nautical miles, it reckons. So, I want to do /41, I think. Nope. That's not what I meant. Invalid entry. What did I just do? How to make a radial distance 11041. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Okay. I'm going to stay high a little bit, and we're going to go kind of like this direction. We're also going to speed up because we're going very slow at the moment. The fuel quantity is quite low, but that's the idea, to keep it exciting. Right, K-dub, we're good. Can we turn airports off? Yes, we can, because we can keep K-dub up there. We have our radial of 110 and our distance, so let's go back into the ident plus ident route. We want KDUB is our destination, and we go back here. Arrivals, we want arrival 10. I think it was arrival 111 when I looked it up, or whatever. Cool. Alright, that's that then. Activate, select active runway point KDUB. I don't know. KDUB. Actually, let's just go that. Insufficient fuel. That's not fantastic. How far away? We're 92 nautical miles away. Maybe we need a little bit more fuel in the tank. Maybe we need to go 3,000. I actually forgot to set my block time, so I have no idea how long we're going for. But we're at about 70%, so let's hit the clock now and see how long it gets us. Alright, projected takeoff still on, so I'm going to turn that off. I'm actually going to set the packs to off, so maybe we can save fuel. Cabin. Seems like it's very on these are the temperatures. Set to auto, tube hands off. Hydraulic pumps overheat. Interesting. Hydraulic pumps overheat. Do I even get a... Oh yeah, I did get a master caution for that. I just ignored it. Hydraulic pumps overheat. I wonder why that is. Maybe if we just quickly go into the... Oh, maybe it's because I have the landing gear up. An unlocked landing gear, perhaps. Let's actually look that up. think I have the QRH here. Do I? QRH. Okay. Looking for hydraulic overheat. Oh, here we go. Hydraulic overheat. Hydraulic pump overheat. Affected side off. They're both affected sides, so that doesn't really help me. Just turn one off, see if that maybe cools it down, then continue the other one. Is it very high? I need to turn the terrain back on. Of descent, it reckons. And this thing is in remote. FMC message, yes, I know it's telling me that I'm going to have insufficient fuel. Our fuel, oh, we're getting a lot of turbulence now. Over these mountains. Fuel's now 56 and 58. Okay, so that is 10, I think it was like 70, it was like 68 or something when I last checked. It's been 5 minutes, so it's 5 minutes per 10. We have 5 remaining, which means that we have 25 minutes, right, I think, of fuel left. Is that the same master caution as we had before? I think so. Let's just do that. Yeah, it's still hydraulic. Not sure what's causing the overheat. Maybe it was because I was had the gear up, or yeah, don't know what else it could be. Cool. So the airport's somewhere over there.
If you look at your 12 o'clock, 12
This is
miles
from Janet.
out, you'll see the Shoshone River. This river was named after the Shoshone tribe, who were the original inhabitants of the area. It's quite a sight from up here, winding through the landscape like a giant, wiggly worm. My friend Toby once tried to swim across it on a dare, but he ended up losing his trousers halfway through. He had to walk back to town in his underpants, which was quite the spectacle. Anyway, it's a beautiful river with a lot of history behind it.
Shoshone, did she say? I don't know what that was. Should probably map a button to actually talk to our friend Janet, but I just don't know which button to map. Okay. Now, can we descend? I have no idea. I really don't feel like we can descend. It looks like there's a kind of gap in the mountains coming up a little bit. And then we basically go fly through that gap. So might actually just keep. Oh, maybe I can go down a little bit. Alright, so coming up with a little bit of a clearing here. And I think the airport is somewhere over there. Those mountains. It's really ugly areas to fly in because of the remoteness. I think they're not really done properly. Bad direction to go. Maybe I'm not going to start in Salt Lake City. I think it's too remote up here.
November 245, Mike Charlie, climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Climbing to 10,000 feet, November 245, Mike Charlie.
Alright, we're clear of these. Can we see the airport? Not really. Heading out to 10,000 feet. Really quite a beam at the airport yet. This is a little bit too long, I think. Too far away. Off to our right, so it actually might be beyond those mountains, and actually that might be the entrance there of the opening. So I might just go down a little bit to maybe 8,000 feet. I don't think we want to go any lower than this. I'm just realizing that this airport's probably quite high up itself, so oh yeah, it is. It's 11 elevation is 7,300, so let's just go to 9,300 actually. That'll do. Altitude hold. So that means 2,000 feet in the air. Oh, yeah, this is a mistake. I should have been way higher. Only very low. But I think we might be able to sneak into this little opening here once we get there. Maybe.
Climbing to flight level 370, Lufthansa 421 heavy.
I think this might be the autopilot disconnect. Yes, it is. Turn that back on. So I already have an autopilot disconnect on my yoke, so I'll probably get rid of that and maybe I can use that to speak to Janet when I'm bored.
70 United 487.
Yeah, maybe this is enough fuel for what we're doing. I reckon we have been around, yeah, 45 minutes. Have our hydraulic systems cooled down yet? No, they haven't. I'll actually do a quick Google while I'm waiting. Let's actually turn right a little bit here. Oh, it's going to be very tight. Oh, you know what it might be? It might be that fuel pumps are trying to work overdrive because... Oh wait, no, it needs to be off. Maybe? Oh, I think we need a pretty sharp turn now, actually. What are we doing around here? Oh, this is so rubbish.
At our 9 o'clock, about 27 miles out, you'll see
Not
the
now, Janet.
Veterans Memorial. It's a place where people go to remember people who did things in wars. Wars are like big arguments, but with more explosions and less talking. My friend Toby once tried to impress a date there by pretending he was a war hero. He ended up getting caught in a wreath-laying ceremony and had to give a speech about bravery. Needless to say, the date didn't go well.
Toby at it again. Right, I see the clearance here now. Theory, I'd say. I'm gonna scoot over these hills. And then hopefully there should be an airport on the other side. Right, I think that hydraulic pump overheat looks to be some sort of problem with fuel pumps, and I was running the APU for a very long time, so that's probably why. Okay, stream still good. No comments. Let's set this function again. Yep, it's good. You're right. Cool. Nice. Okay. Alright, we're pretty low now for fuel. About 30. Alright, got the train coming up, so let's try to get a bit of an angle on this thing. Oh, and actually, we really need to start slowing everything down. I really just realised, because we need to do a pretty low speed arrival. Sure, so let's put the speed breaker on. Slow right back. It's radial. I don't think there was a VOR. And there's not even any charts for this runway. This is going to be interesting. A bit of a turn going again. I hope this airport is actually here. It does look pretty windy. Hopefully that'll help in our favour. We're going to be running into the wind. Bring this in further. And we should be on a... was it runway 28? Sorry, runway 11. So confused as to what's going on right now. Ooh. Let's get those flaps down. Alright, so we're tracking to 9, tracking into the wind. Yeah, we're tracking 29, runway 29, which means that we go 29, and yeah, the wind is coming towards us. It's coming for 29, so we do have to, yeah, okay, I'm good. Yeah, which means our radial is 110. Right? Radial 110 to go to, yeah, okay, that's what I'm trying to work out. Okay, you're coming up for arrival. I wonder if K-dub is in the dictionary here. K-dub. No, it is there. Runway 28. Import. and calculate. VREF 149. He's set.
Matthew, if you look at your 11 o'clock, 22 miles out, you'll see the Clear Creek Natural Bridge. It's a natural rock formation that looks like a bridge, but it's not for cars or anything, unless the cars are very, very small and made of rock. My friend Toby once tried to propose to his girlfriend there, but he slipped on some moss and ended up proposing to a tree instead. The tree said no, obviously.
Just under 20 nautical miles out. VREF is 149. Bring that back a little bit. Alright, so they're on no more fuel left in the forward thing, so we'll turn the pumps off to give the hydraulic pumps a break. That's left on continuous because I didn't turn it off. Packs put off just to save some fuel, maybe, I guess. Won't start the APU because we're already pretty low on fuel. Let's set the autocorrect to 2. Have the usage of our reverses now, which is nice. Which should be on a 2.8 heading. Oh no, 2.9's right. Where is this airport? Oh, I can see it. Okay. I think we're okay. Oh yeah, look, it's drawing a line for me. So I'm actually on the wrong. I'm riding the wrong line here.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Oh, a little bit.
Airspeed low.
Let's
Airspeed
go
low.
up here a little bit. Right, clear the runway. Put the gear down. I'm really low on fuel now. This is going to be tight. Alright. And if you get this down, sure is. Did we just lose an engine? Yes, we did. We did lose an engine. That's great. And we lost the other engine. Okay. Right. Right, we're without engine. That's okay. Also without APU, so I can't get the APU to work. But we will do is we'll have a nice slow descent. Oh, one of them's come back to life. Actually, might turn the fuel back on. Actually, we might start the other engine up. Engine fail. Okay, that's not, that one's not going to start up. Oh, the other one's gone down again. Alright, alright, no water throttle, board no throttle oil really, because the engines are off. We've now lost power. We're on the battery power. I'm going to turn this. Terrain's gone dead. Let's turn the terrain off. Let's bring this in a little bit. Oh, we are like. I'm going to drop the flaps a little bit more. Do I have any hydraulics? I don't think we're going to make it. Please give me more lift, more flaps. Just make it over this little dip. No, I'm not going to make it. That was so close. And the dip's going to get us. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, gas flight over, I guess. 45 minutes of fuel is pretty good. So, fuel is 2,404 kilos, actually. Done deal.